to KP's Kingdom, cooking with KP, and today we're going to continue a little bit of our Greek type cooking. I'm going to show you how to make this Spanakopita tart. Really nice. So my father-in-law has been growing some silver beet in the garden. He's plucked that out for me. I'm going to go and wash that. Now make sure you get all the dirt off it. 1 brown onion finely diced, and I'm using my little chopper device. Just makes things a little bit easier. I'm going to change the fine to a medium type chop, just like I've done there. And here we've got our washed silver beet, or spinach, as some people still want to call it. We're going to cut the stalks up, and once again I'm going to take those leaves, put those aside, and the stems, bang, I'm just going to cut those up into nice little chunks. Alright, how easy is that? And these little chopper devices, they not only make your life a little bit safer, but makes my life a lot easier. If you're new to the channel, yes, I do have multiple sclerosis, and sometimes using a knife isn't the best way to go. Right, we've got the leaves. We're just going to give those a rough chop through like that. Really nice and simple. I'm going to put those aside into a little bowl, and let's start cooking. Okay, so here I've got a fry pan on, and I've got some of the bits of silver beet that have been finely or roughly chopped. They're in our pan. I'm going to add in some garlic, around about 2 to 3 cloves worth. If you want a little bit more garlic flavour, add a little bit more garlic. It doesn't really matter. Okay, now here is the rest of our onion and the rest of our stems of the silver beet. That's all going straight in, just like that. We're going to turn that heat on to about a medium heat, and we're just going to let those cook away and until that stem goes nice and soft. Okay, it's not going to take you too long, probably around about 10 minutes or so. Alright, depending on the heat that you want. Alright, once that is all cooked off, you can see a little bit of liquids come out. I'm going to put that into a strainer with some kitchen towel, and we're going to strain off all of our spinach componentry. We want to try and get rid of as much liquid as we possibly can. In goes our top leaves. They can go straight into that same pan, just like I'm doing there, and you can really pile this stuff in and just let it wilt away. It's going to take maybe 6 minutes in total, tops. Alright, so as you can see, we've got a sort of medium heat, and you can see how that's wilting down. As it wilts down, just keep jamming more of that spinach leaf, or that silver beet leaf, straight in. Alright, nice and easy, and we can really start getting things loaded up, right, just like I'm doing right there. As I said, not going to take very long at all to cook. Put the lid on. If the lid doesn't fit, just leave the lid on and everything will just melt down and cook. Alright, around about 6 minutes later-ish, we've got our leaves all cooked off. We can basically now turn off our heat and be careful with that lid. Sometimes those handles get hot, so use a tea towel just to help you not get burnt. So as you can see, all of that spinach is wilted down into that really small amount. Now that would have been the equivalent of buying 2 bunches from your local supermarket or greengrocer, and as you can see, it has come down to not a lot. Alright, we're going to put that into our little strainer as well. I'm going to let that strain off and come back down to a good room temperature. You could even leave that overnight if you want, and we want to try and get rid of as much liquid as possible. Around about 200 grams worth of feta. I'm using a pre-diced feta, just makes things easy for me, and I'm going to put that in my little chippy chopper, as we call it. Give that a little bit of a blitz here and there, and we want some nice crumbed feta. You can buy crumbed feta from your supermarket if you want to. That's the lazy way, this is the easy way. Right, we're going to put all of that crumb feta into our spinach mixture, just like that. Nice and easy. And we're now going to add in around about close to 200 grams worth, or maybe 300 grams worth of smooth ricotta. That can go straight into our mix as well. And, if you haven't tried cooking with ricotta before, it is a great product. You can make different pastas and all sorts of things with it. Alright, so we're going to add in a little bit of dill, around about 2 tablespoons worth of fresh dill. I'm just using my kitchen scissors just to take it straight off the plant, just like that. And you'll end up with a nice sort of fine cut. Right, so just keep trimming those off like you're pruning your plants at home. Okay, so we've got that, and here I've got 2 large eggs that I've just given a really quick beat to. Just use those, mix those up with a bit of a fork, and we can start mixing that through a little bit. Alright, all those beautiful cheeses and the spinach all together. Just give that a bit of a mix through. Now, what we're going to do now is add a little bit of pepper to taste, as much or little as you like, and I'm also going to add in a little bit of salt. Okay, the feta is a little salty, but we just need a little bit to help that spinach profile really come through. Give that a little bit of a mix through, just like that, and we've got our stuffing basically done. So here I've got some pre-bought short crust pastry, and I'm just going to put that into a quiche dish. Alright, and just mix and move the pastry around so you get a nice sort of even-ish type layer. Trim off any excess that might be hanging over the edge. We want to try and keep this one looking a little bit neater. Alright, all we have to do now is get a fork, poke some holes in the base, and that's just going to help that pastry cook through nice and evenly. Alright, now we can start putting our mixture in. Use all of it. Put all of that mixture in, just like that, and once that is all in to that nice pastry dish, all we have to do now is get that sort of smoothed off nice and evenly, just like I'm doing right there. Right, and if you haven't had Spanakopita before, it is a really nice dish. This is not the traditional way to do it, but this is a really interesting way, and it'll impress your friends and family. So here I've got another piece of pastry that I've cut into little bits of strips around about 1 centimeter wide, and we're just going to make a nice little lattice on top of our tart. Alright, and it's just going to make things look really pretty, and give us enough room and enough air holes for any liquid to evaporate. Give that a quick trim up, just like that. And the last thing I need to do is get some egg wash, which is egg with a little bit of milk or water. You can go either way, and we're just going to brush that over the top of the pastry. My oven is already sitting at 180 degrees Celsius or centigrade, and that's going to go in for around about 20 minutes or 25 minutes, or until it looks a little bit like that. How good does that look? Alright, this is so easy and so simple to do. We've let that come back down to room temperature, and being a quiche dish, all we have to do is put that over a little bowl or something similar, and that ring will come off. We can set that aside and wait for it to cool down a little bit, and we can serve that up just like I'm doing right here. Alright, love to see you try and make this one at home. Thank you so much for watching this video, really do appreciate it. And if you like this video, hit that like button, gives me confidence, should make you feel warm and fuzzy too. If you don't like this video, hit that like button because I said so. Alright, leave a comment, I love reading, I love responding to them. Hit that notifications bell to be notified every time a new video goes up, and share this video with all your friends on all platforms of social media. We're trying to get the name of KP's Kingdom out there. In the meantime, if you want to learn how to make something really filling, really healthy and tasty just like this, well, you need to come and join the family, my family. Hit that subscribe button and you'll never miss another one of my videos again. Off to eat my Spanakopita tart, and I will catch you next time. Bye.